way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the London Bulldogs and the Cleveland Browns. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Set, 180. Pistol.
49, guys. Mike.
Alert.
A first down throw for Mayfield. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's up. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Alert.
Here's Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Mike, 53.
Hey, wahoo!
So after the INT, it's Allen. He completes it to Julio Jones. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
It's just me and you.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Denzel Ward, Pro Bowler as a rookie, there to bat that one away. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Double time. Hey, 4 down. Say.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, 92 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
With that
touchdown! Corey Grant with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, it's Hunt. He finds an opening past the 40, and he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They'll run. This is Hunt, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
All day, every day.
On second down now, it's Hunt, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check 43. Run.
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and he is all the way up past the 25. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
They'll run on 1st down. Grant. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. These two teams all tied after one.
Hey, let's go. Motion. Half 10. 53 to half.
On 2nd down, it's Grant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch QB drop. Watch QB go.
They will run with Grant. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Check 99, check 99.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. This is Grant. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the 1st half.
Check, check, go back, go back. We got motion, we got motion. Back up, back up.
Hey, Haywood.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. 51, Mike. Mike, 51. Down to lose 1.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball? And they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order. That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field. That wasn't so great.
That was you're picking dandelions out
exactly.
there. Right? But the 9 picks,
9 picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
That's what I do.
They run right side with Hunt. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Right there, 56. Hey, come on, now, come on, now. Run.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. They're going deep for Hill. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tyreek Hill, his 21st touchdown of the season, and the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked out right there at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
26 yards.
Come on, now, let's go.
First down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Check, 53's Mike. Check, 53's Mike.
And they give this time to the tailback. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Whoa.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Hey, high 7. Give me that ball.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Show it up. Show it up.
Alert, alert, alert.
53, Mike.
On 1st down, Grant. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Mike 51. I got one. 51, Mike. Mike 51.
Alert.
Hey, Mike 51.
Go.
From the 39, Allen. And an alley to run. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Alert, alert, alert. Jump. Keystone, travel.
57's the mic. Watch 57. I got you. No.
Middle.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
53, check. Hey, Charlie. Check. 53, Mike. Check. 53. Hey, hold. I'm coming after you.
And now they'll throw with Allen. He completes it to Jones. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Watch the pass. 49, check 49.
Sick guy.
Stop.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining.
Five.
A final shot before half for Allen. And it's caught. Touchdown. John Ross. As time expires in the first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The extra point up and good. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Olivier Vernon brings him down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 25 on second down, Allen looking deep for who? Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they rattle off a big one. 41 yards. That catch, by the way, ties him with Anquan Bolden all time. He's got 1,076 career catches.
That number's staggering, isn't it? And to accumulate that many catches, you have to have played like Anquan Bolden with a fierce toughness and a ton of pride.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one and another first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. So the false start will back them up 5. So that'll back them up 5.
Let's go.
Allen off the play fake. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year.
Go
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Watch the slack. Watch the slack.
Bravo.
Here's Allen to throw it. Caught by Jones. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter three, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a third down and 2.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Mayfield on third and 2. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Set. 180. Real.
It's our time. It's our time.
Hey, Zoo. Hey, alert.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game backs him up 5, first and 15.
Hey, wahoo!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that
under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Ed Oliver, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And going deep for Hill, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First down and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in for the touchdown. Corey Grant with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And his guys have once again taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They'll run again with Hunt. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. On third down, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. The return is Jones. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Grant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a first down carry by Jones. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
At the 35-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Get him. Get him. Get him. 51's the mic, boy. 51. Pass. Hey, orbit.
From the gun, it's Allen. It's caught. Jones. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line. On first down, Grant, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Let's make these babies cry.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
Shoot! Motion. Middle.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
51, Mike, this move.
Get off the field.
Hey, Mike 51. I got it. Go, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down.
From the gun, Allen. Jones has it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Grant. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Mike 51.
They go back to Grant. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Check 56. Squeeze, double.
Mike 56.
From the gun, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Mayfield to throw it. They complete it to Hill. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. That's going to be caught. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get rep. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Hunt going to run for it, but he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Grant. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Alert, alert, alert.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Defense wins championships, baby.
Hey, Charlie.
On 3rd down, Grant. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. They bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Escaping, and this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And that disastrous play partner is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is, because they gave up the 2 points, but that's not really what did it. It's having to give up the football. And because they gave up the football, guess what? The other team now can take the ball and close this game out.
Now punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So this crowd